Chapter 18. Why we forget, and how. The more we become, the more we are capable of becoming, and the more we are capable of becoming, the more we become. Were it not so, life would ultimately and logically come to an end, for growth would come to an end, and when growth stops, life stops, for the process of life is growth itself. Life will always become a larger version of itself. And when the largest version of itself is realized, and experienced, life will invent an even larger version. For life has no intention of ending. God has no intention of not being God. It could not even if it wanted to. The one and only thing that God cannot do is not be. This is the one thing that you cannot do, either. But can forget who you are. And, indeed, you will do this, in order that you may experience who you are again. In order to experience that you are divine. Why is forgetfulness necessary? It is really quite simple. God is the Creator. This means that you are the Creator. Yet for you to experience yourself as the Creator you would have to create something, and everything that there is to create has already been created. Everything that ever was, is now, and ever shall be, is now. Time is an invention of God, allowing you to see all that has been created one thing at a time. For you to experience yourself creating something, you would have not to be able to see everything at once. That is why time was invented. Since at any given point in time you cannot see everything at once, you cannot know that everything has already been created. Unless, of course, you happen to remember that this is so. This is where forgetfulness comes in. Time creates the possibility of memory. In the place of no time, memory is both impossible and pointless, as everything is perceived at once, right here, right now. Memory, like time, is limited. Eternity is not. It is timeless. Because both memory and time are limited, and because that which is limited cannot hold that which is unlimited, you cannot hold in human memory a knowledge of all the things which have been created in all the when/wheres of eternity. Memory is limited to then and there, whereas here and now is not limited at all, but extends forever through eternity and infinity. Even in your own earthly experience, notice that it is always here and now. There is no other time at all that you can experience. Are you tracking this? Stay close to me here. Stay close. Godliness, it turns out, is a one-time experience. God wishes to experience God's self always. Indeed, forever and ever, and even forevermore. And so God invented you. You and time and everything in life are God's tools, allowing God to experience itself endlessly. Through the devices of time and memory, which produce the possibility of forgetfulness, you are able to experience creating again. This act of recreation is God's great joy. That is why it is called recreation. When you, as a human being, create something out of thin air, which is, of course, how everything has been created, since everything created by humans was once merely an idea in someone's mind, all you are doing is remembering that it already exists. All things already exist. All effects, all circumstances, all outcomes, all conceivable experiences and expressions of life have already occurred and now exist in timeless space. They rest peacefully in all the when/wheres of eternity, to use Robert Heinlein's memorable phrase. What you are doing when you use the energy of attraction is to magnetize and call forth, from the field of infinite possibilities, the experience and the expression of life that you choose right here right now. In this you once again experience being a creator. And you can create, call forth, virtually anything you choose. You simply have to know how the choosing is done.